Let's rock and roll. Go destroy some oil rigs and shit.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I'll just go out.
I think so.
Because we spoke to that.
Don't know if we're just going to get pure smash.
Sorry,
Oh.
one more thing. Although, these are gifts I'm giving to you, so I shouldn't be sorry and you should be thankful. Anyways,
Oh, thanks. That's real appreciated, Sindri.
You see the tism.
It's beautiful.
What is it?
Thanks, Sindri.
Is it the light?
Beautiful, isn't it? It's also very useful. You'll be able to find anything your heart desires with it. Really?
But what?
As long as your heart desires the locations your father and you decide and plot to travel together, then yes.
It is a compass.
Ah, but a beautiful compass.
It's a
Now scamper off.
mad compass, but whatever. Again, we're back to what era is this?
Well, I mean, it's...
They got pumpkins. I wonder if they've got pumpkins because of Halloween or if that's just... Ah, so you just touch the middle pads and there you go, you can see everything.
Well, was there an update?
Don't know. But it is almost Halloween.
Yeah,
And
some
it
games...
feels like there's pumpkins everywhere.
well, yeah, some games will have...
Earlier, Sindri made it sound like Durlin was
That's
some
it.
sort of rebellion leader.
That's
It
right.
sounded like anyone's following him.
Was being the key word here, little brother.
What's been schmappening? What you've been up to?
Hee-haw.
Hee-haw?
Nothing interesting.
Nothing exciting?
Told you about the 24-hour comic and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, aye, yeah.
Now they're wanting to sell it.
Okay.
I'm like, I'm down with that, but it's a case of, you know, there's a guy who did nothing, and I don't mean barely did anything, I mean he was not involved in it, who's like, oh, I'll run the Kickstarter, and it's like,
Nope.
well, why, so that you can be like, oh, well, I did that, so, you know, give me, you know, X% and all that shit, and you literally just copy paste the thing, and it takes 10 minutes to set up, so I'm a wee bit kind of like
Like that.
they're all a bunch of like nerds, as you would expect.
Like that guy in that Rick and Morty episode in The Purge where he's like that. I'll keep track of everybody's food in exchange for food.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not a real job.
Yeah.
Oh, and making food is? It's like, well, yeah, making comics and doing the art and doing all that. Like, yeah, that was the work. Oh, launching the Kickstarter? No, anyone could have done that.
It depends what. If he's asking for $10 then whatever, cool.
Yeah.
But he wouldn't be like, oh, well, I should be getting, you know,
10%.
yeah, I know.
If there's 10, well, how many were there?
I don't know, I'd need to count, probably about 10.
Probably like 10, aye. So I mean, no, it's definitely not a 10% split. But like, aye, that's the problem, isn't it? Gradually becomes a case of who's getting what.
Well, I did most, so they'll argue, well, you could maybe argue that Thingamabob were the guy that sort of quote-unquote organised it, and by that I mean
Mimir, were you really the one who had those...
he said, anybody want to do this? And some folk went, sure.
Yeah, exactly, aye.
I wouldn't be too adverse to him getting a slightly bigger cut, but this is when it gets messy anyways, like...
Well, you've done like Kickstarters and stuff like that.
How do you equate
yeah,
it anyway, because... do you want to see some of the artwork in it? Well, in fact, didn't I send it to you? Some of it is...
I've seen it.
Mine looks atrocious at the moment, but I'm raging about that. I'm going to fix it because they took my pencils, which are obviously in grey, and they just darkened them, which... Because somebody was meant to ink it and then say you didn't have time, so...
So you didn't ink it, basically.
Yeah. So then... Actually, they just darkened it, but the guy doesn't even have Photoshop. The guy that did it, I went, "What did you do this on?" And he wouldn't tell me, which means he'll have been using, you know, some free piece of shit like downloadable app on his phone. And I'm like, see, if you'd just asked me, I could have done it in 30 seconds. You know, you can pretty much sort of like adjust the contrast so it's pretty much black, so that if you were to print it, it's you might lose a tiny bit, but it's pretty much there, right? I'm like, I could have done that in 5 minutes if you just asked, but you never. And then, you know, I'm like, and it's me that's like gonna, because like, it just says art by Jack Thorn for that story. And I felt a wee bit stitched up. I was like, wait a minute, so the cover, which I inked, you did a different version. We all agreed my version was better of the inks.
Right.
but the credits still say cover inks by such and such.
Jimmy Joe's.
I'm like,
right?
but we never used yours. And then you like on my, my main story, like, oh, I don't have time. I'm like, well, you should have been doing that instead of in the cover, but blah blah whatever. So it's like, well, I literally, like, in terms of numbers, did more drawing and more hours into the drawings than everybody else. So I'm like, well, I'm not asking for a bigger cut, but if we want to get right down to it, I should have it.
Equals pequals, aye.
You have an
Anyway, I
appointment.
want to get tuned in. I want to know what's going on here. Which one's Durlin again?
He's the dwarf in the chair. I was wondering where Kratos was going with it.
Has anyone ever had an appointment here?
Go get him a trace. Give him the bear.
He looks like Omar Julie, the comedian.
Oh, yeah.
Collect on something, pal. Think parading a severed head around on your lip is going to scare me into somehow approving Esther's secretion proposal, eh?
What? I have no idea what you're talking
We're
about.
not looking for a prisoner, Logan's.
Narrow
It's
it
being
down.
kept in a mine somewhere. Some friends of ours said that you could help.
Where did you get...
That axe. I stole
You
it.
chop her head off with that too, eh?
She was my wife.
Go Kratos. Punch his face off. He reminds me of the wee guy from Indiana Jones. Okay.
And I wondered where she went after our little...
I forgot about his mad weird octopus.
Hail.
So he's some freedom fighter and
But all these guys don't like Odin, right?
yeah, but they're all scared of Odin.
Why wouldn't you be?
I mean, should be more scared of Kratos.
Does he do stuff with that octopus like the deep? Or does he?
I don't know. I feel it's somewhat implied.
Let's hope we never find out.
I'm afraid I can't help you with your little prisoner situation.
But he could have answers on how to stop Odin. And free Svartalfheim from the Aesir.
I'm not in the business of trusting the old father anymore.
Why not?
Shake hand.
Right, where you go?
Here's a scroll. You didn't get this from me. Nope, I don't know what you're writing on it. Well, that's what he's for. It's quite clever, actually.
Does that mean he's a squid?
What is it?
It must be,
The
aye.
octopus is.
Hygiene code violation for import and
Eh?
transport.
I think that.
Two demerits for speaking the All Father's given name and for fucking up my desk.
A fine?
Did we actually break his desk? It doesn't really look like we broke his desk.
At your leisure.
Did we even touch his desk?
Well, Kratos like sort of slammed it,
Mm.
but it's a hit. It's one of those. It's a fine, like a secret hidden message. I don't know why he's being so sneaky about
Hey
it.
there.
Kratos does not interpret messages.
Don't you understand?
He throws axes at people.
You said her name was Diener?
Dinner.
Oh, sure. Thank you. I think.
Dina.
He's just giving us directions to where Tyr is.
Right, let's go smash.
We've got to go find Tyr in this mine that's so super hidden. It's like super secret Omega.
Are
This isn't a
these
fine.
Not now. There are enemies ahead.
Yeah.
are these breakable or something?
He can shoot them with his arrows. What?
It's been like a week, so I'm going. What's the controls again?
R1 to attack.
That's it. Yeah, right.
You have
Like
to
that.
get your axe to you.
What is it?
There it
That's
is.
it.
It all comes back so naturally.
What are you doing? You say that after he's hit me.
That's what I'm saying. He's useless.
Clown, man. Whatever country you're from, I guarantee you. Some specky half-wits. Right, where is he?
Get him!
Oh, what the God's name was that? Oh, that's
Realm
the thing,
shift.
yeah.
Yeah, see, in this one you don't have the healing, which I find it irritating because I miss the just like heal option. And I mean, maybe it makes the game too easy, you could argue, but I feel like it's the game's kind of it's not quite Dark Souls difficult, but it's not the easiest. And especially if you get in a like this, you get caught in a bit of a wave of them, or like early on in the game when it wasn't restoring like your health between fights, and so you kind of fought Thor without anything. Oh.
Not for the life of me.
You lose your kind of your swagger a wee bit.
Aye, you kind of lose the rhythm that you've got.
Aye.
Get up there.
Skuddish.
Like that.
Oh, don't know what he's doing.
I hit L1, so I don't know what that was.
That was some kind of parry, I guess.
Some sort of tackle. The only reason I hit the thing was to get some health back anyway. Oh, and I'm gonna slice you.
Slice and dice.
See, he looks a bit like
Oh, well deflected.
what do these guys look like? I can picture them in my head. It's like they're like a Ninja Turtles enemy or something like that.
Oh, I thought you meant like the new Ninja Turtles.
Well, that's what I compared them to that one, but those little ones are like more kind of horny.
Sort of.
Horny.
You smelled him?
L2 and square.
Beyond that mountain. Ah, dear.
There you go.
That's
Durlin helped us anyway.
Not everyone uses axes and arrows to fight.
Oh, he's using subterfuge. Get, it feels like, yeah, you should just... There we go. Aye. It's a shame, because, like, Durlin's kind of, like, just, that's it. That's his big moment. And that's why, in many ways, it does, for me, feel a bit more like DLC, this game. Is, with the exception of kind of Odin and Thor, not a lot of the characters are that well fleshed out. And maybe that's just
like a bit of a setup.
yeah, and maybe that's a bit nitpicky. People are like, yeah, but who wants a full fucking backstory on Durlin? It's like, yeah, but you know, at the same time, you could have done with a bit more chat with him, especially given the fact that he knows like Mad Fae.
Or if, like, have him relevant more than once.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure that's all he does.
If that's all he does, then who's the guy you're speaking to before it playing the little weird loop?
Yeah, exactly.
He could have just done. You could have just skipped that whole segment. He could have just done what
Exactly.
Durlin
He
did.
could have done what Durlin did. Exactly. So, and it's like, oh yeah, he's a pure freedom fighter, and you're like, right, what does he do? Oh, he sits in his desk with a mad octopus and fills out paperwork.
Quite like a dwarven train
Oh,
ride.
the dwarven train. You'll learn to love the dwarven train.
Was headless guy or not
Mimir.
headless? He's only a head.
Mimir.
Was he always red? He looks all sort of red. I can't get the camera to look at him, but
What was he looking all
he looks
puffy?
all red. Was he always?
What? Maybe he's a bit sunburnt. I don't know.
It was written all over his face.
No, that's alright. I must have just been reflecting or something.
Into his head.
He burned that into Durlin's head?
Failed rebellions tend to warrant swift and enduring retribution.
That's how you keep the people down, you know what I mean?
Aye, and the bearer of Galahorn. True believer, that one.
Can't remember what California is.
Do they make them pay taxes and stuff like that? The Aesir? No,
Probably do. Yeah, probably do,
Do they
yeah.
have a system like that, or is it just like we'll kill you if you?
This version of
Get cheeky.
Odin definitely does. Comes like
It's another train. Let's look
like
for a way
that
to get
the
over
guys for the Sopranos, pure looking for protection money and stuff. Oh,
So is that
there he
a
is.
thing on the block?
Yeah, that is a wee Odin. Get him,
Then
get him, get him, get him, get him.
Do I need to throw the axe at him?
You can throw whatever you can manage to hit him with. It's 6 and 2 3s. The spear is
I would always
straight
try
and
and
true.
get them, you know, coming.
It's
Why are you away down there? I thought he was next to what? We're not doing 100% on our.
No, exactly. I've already did 100%. That's how you've got all the gear you've got.
Right.
So you don't need to get all the
Ah,
fucking
I would
crazy
always
shit.
try and get them like coming towards you in a straight line.
Yeah.
because it seems the most straightforward way.
Once Tyr's king and Duty God of War again, Odin won't have time to worry about us.
Too right.
There's war to fight. He may have it.
Fuck, you can't just delegate somebody else to fight a war for you. That's not how things work.
Well, he's trying. He's already destroyed one realm or
Universe.
country or universe, or I'm not quite sure.
Naive.
Either way, it was.
It's naivety to think that you can just walk away.
But yes. Like the one belonging to Barry, the dwarf, builder of the Great
Oh,
Hall.
is it just an artifact? Oh, I
Just
thought it was.
shite left behind.
I thought it was some type of consumable object.
Perpetual motion. Oh, here we go.
Oh, that thing's gonna come to life.
Yeah, exactly. Aye.
Much as I love video games, like you can tell like by the sort of
What
pacing.
happened here?
Aye.
Caution.
I think it's dead.
Yeah, of course you do.
Yep.
Definitely
Definitely
dead.
dead.
Right up
Oh,
until
right,
the
well,
point
then
where
maybe
it
they-
isn't
maybe it
dead.
is then. Oh, but the other one's alive.
Aye, there you go. Someone killed that Dreki. I wonder actually. No. I'm sure that's the way it played out originally. I was about to say, I wonder if it's actually a callback to the fact that I already beat the game. That'd be
Oh,
clever
yeah.
if that's the case. But I'm pretty sure no, that is exactly how it went down the first time. What do you want? What do you want? A piece of me? Oh,
Yeah, I'm honestly, I think I might
what?
like replay at least somewhat the original just to get the hang of like so I can smash folk.
Aye. Because you're forgetting your R1, sorry, well, your L1, R2. Because you can then beast them and then go directional left to directional down to swap weapons. To hit them with the same sort of.
Yeah.
And really like just pummel them with super moves.
Because it's a cooldown, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh. Nah, he's got a wide range with that move. He's a
Oh, he's got another one.
dirty shite bag. Oh. Nicely done.
Oh, it's an AoE. Right.
What's an AoE?
Area of effect.
Oh, okay. We're using slang words now. Oh,
How do you make Atreus fire arrows?
square.
Square.
And if you hold square, Atreus uses his special attack. Oh, pull back. Oh, nicely done.
See, I'm not that bad at games. I was just.
You're multitasking in this game.
It's not even that. It's yeah.
That's it.
Right, come here.
Go for the kill. Oh, give me a wee punch.
I'm just forgetting. Right, okay.
You're wrestling alligators.
I saw a hilarious video the other day where it's like a guy like stood behind a crocodile and he's got like a wet towel or something like that, and it's like
That one was tough.
you know, me talking to my wife when she's like right on the verge of a rage, and he like throws the thing, you know, over the crocodile's head, and like it does like a full backflip, and freaks out.
Right. I saw one where it was like what it's like living in Florida, and it's this guy, he just goes like, "Hey buddy, how's it going?" And he just like starts throwing cheeseburgers to this alligator, and it greets him like it's his best pal. It's like honestly, it's practically wagging its tail at him.
Yeah.
He's like so happy to see him, and he feeds it a couple of cheeseburgers. He gives it a light sort of pat on the head, and like, "Oh, this is what Florida's like. Like as long as you treat them right, they just won't give you any hassle." And I don't
Remember like
I can see him on. It has
There
to
you
be
go.
what Durlin's talking about.
is that it?
Tracks up on the left.
I guess so, yeah.
Might be another train
The
we can
devil's
take.
butthole or whatever it is.
Remember that bit
What if a
in
war with Odin isn't
Peace
just
Walker
tears
when
of
you're in
blood?
the sort of
What if it's ours too?
is it Quarry or Corey?
Is not the only
I
way.
get them mixed up. And then you fight one of the weird singing
We're trying to
robot
stop
things.
Ragnarok. To help you.
Singing robots.
Yeah, do you remember they all sort of sing? They sound like don't they all have the voice of the boss? Or do they have different voices and then you meet the one that sounds like the boss? Do you not remember Peace Walker? Peace Walker's great.
Is it Phantom Pain or Peace Walker?
Peace Walker.
I don't
100%
remember.
Peace Walker.
I don't remember that. I'll need
Can
to
I jump in
refresh
there now?
myself. No, there must be a way around.
Maybe I go there.
See, Kratos is
Do I even need to go to that?
well, no, but you might as well. Kratos only goes with the painted markings. He's too stupid to just jump down there, despite the fact that, you know, all of the previous 2 or 3 games. People make the point that he's done his knees after years of, like, you know, doing the mad double jumping and stuff from the other game.
By that logic, then he's done everything.
Yeah, he's done all
shoulders,
his body parts, yeah.
All the concussions and everything else. Just talking to walls. What am I doing? That's it. Right. So you get these.
The wretches keep coming from that pillar. Looks like a red.
This one.
Right. The bees, not the bees.
Where are my eyes? What is with you?
What?
See a shamad freak, he's just chill. He's clearly dead. He didn't even attack us.
Ah, it was
He
already
stood there
dead.
just you see?
Yeah.
Just leathering him with arrows.
Scalper.
What kind of sick freak are you, young man? That's it.
He's
15 minutes off your iPad time tonight.
trust me, you'll miss him by the time the game's done.
Who?
Atreus.
Atty boy.
Aye. You don't know how good you've got it just now.
Let me guess, you was him at one point to make him appreciate when you had him.
Ah, you'll see. It's not quite as simple as that, so I'm not giving anything away.
Did you go to college?
That would be good if he went to college.
This thing is small.
Well,
yeah,
actually,
if you
then
argue-
again, what age is he?
Don't know. 14. We asked this question
So,
and it's not.
yeah, he should have like a family 6 by this
I
point.
meant Milo.
Mate, it's been a dick, Atreus. It's been a dick, Atreus.
We're so close. Just a little to the left.
FS. Went right.
Hopefully that's it. That's way too far. Namir, tell him left.
Is he just messing with
We're
me?
so close. Just a little to the
I
left.
think he is, but yeah, you left. This has been
If there's an
ridiculous.
option,
Yeah, that's
right,
it.
no, mind.
Just drop it and let it fall.
Round 2. Here we go.
And back onto the wee train car. When you do,
These
you
are
do,
awesome. I like these.
you do some like backtracking.
Remember the main carts from Donkey Kong Country? I don't know if you ever played them.
Aye, yeah.
Or you remember like DQ64?
Oh,
Oh, there was
Venus.
something I was going to say. Aye,
Yeah.
because you were on about crocodiles. Remember like how we used to go and look for foxes
Mm-hmm.
and it was super hard? They were like all stealthy and they'd kind of hide from you and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you
so-
seen the, like how bold they are these days?
Yeah, they're domesticated now.
Middle of the day, they just walk across the street. Have you seen that video where there's like a
Flip you off and
Aye, exactly. Stand at your front door, like they don't even like raid your bins anymore. They come chat at the door and they go like get signs.
oh,
like,
punch him.
Sorry, that was my fault. I'm chatting absolute nonsense at the top. Aye, but the
Ah, but who was expecting these guys to be on the side? Oh, he's got an arm off. No, he doesn't.
Look for a break to stop the train. Get their leader.
that's right there. Oh, but I'm too weak.
The brake stuck. Little brother, he calls him little brother now. Really annoys me. Stop this
Why was that
crazy
stop
thing.
it anyway?
Was that?
Don't we want to keep going so we can get away?
Oh yeah,
from these guys?
exactly. I know.
No, let's stop it and we just chill out here in the middle of this like drowger nest or whatever we're in.
Exactly.
You watch your language, wee man.
Yeah, exactly.
It might be a life or death situation, but I'm not having profanity in this house.
Exactly. We have a swear jar.
Right, fuck's sake.
Oh, no.
The foxes. Oh my word.
Oofed.
Oh, hold that.
Took his tusk off.
Oh,
Oofed. Took his heat
oh
off.
my goodness.
He obviously wasn't tough as the
Oh, take that.
previous troll. Wanted a piece.
Oh my word.
No need for such violence.
That was quite enjoyable. I like that.
Did you beat any of the sort of bossy like guys? Oh, you said you got up to the Valkyries, didn't you?
I killed, I think, all but one of them.
So you know those guys are kind of kicking about still, or I assume they are. They'll have respawned them for this replay, but you can kind of fight them obviously throughout. But initially they're too strong. Well, initially they're too strong for you. Although technically you'll be too strong for them, hopefully. But yeah, they're kind of like more sort of like Viking,
That was crazy. All of it.
like knights. I kind of want to describe them as.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're kind of cool.
What's the report?
There's one kicking about nearby, I'm sure. She's the only reason I bring it up.
Oh.
Is it save some of your rage and stuff for him.
Yeah, okay.
You can use whatever. And remember, see that you can do L1 in triangle, and it will do like a weapon charge attack. So, but you build it up and you lose it if you get hit. So it's worth charging up all your weapons.
Yeah.
Aye. It's worth charging up all your weapons.
I see the little icon, yeah.
Yeah, so your Blades of Chaos and whatever will turn colourful, obviously, when they're fully charged. But it's worth swapping weapons, I'm sure. Because I'm sure it stores it for each weapon. But I might be talking bollocks there.
I get hit there and I don't think it's fully emptied.
Yeah, it doesn't normally fully empty.
Oh, but it'll you're right, yeah.
Aye, so you can go down and get your blooming thingy instead. Like if you push down, you'll get the... What's what I'm trying to say? Get the spear.
Oh, I've not even tried the spear.
Aye. The spear, I don't like the spear, personally. I just find it too cumbersome. Oh, I can't remember what you need to destroy that.
Sometimes the most obvious methods are the best.
And it might just be the same story.
Enough about you. I'm talking about the whetstone.
I'll
clever.
ignore. Well, not ignore, but I'll not go out my way for collectibles.
No, I get it. Exactly. Aye, it's often not worth the hassle. Oh, you dirty rat. There are a lot of gigs coming up that we booked tickets for. So looking forward to Papa Roach next year, as well as Offspring, and...
Are you going to see the Offspring?
Why not? Are you going to see the Offspring?
No.
No? You too cool for the Offspring?
I was going to say yeah, but nothing wrong with the Offspring. But
I was going to say, what's wrong with the Offspring?
I get why people find them. Some people just find his voice really, really annoying. I don't. If you listen to them too much in a short space of time, maybe a wee bit, but for the most part, not really. Some people absolutely hate that song, Pretty Fly for a White Guy.
Right.
I don't, I like it.
It's a product of the times. It's a catchy wee tune. Can't Repeat's a good song.
Which ones Can't Repeat?
You'd know if you hear it. I'm not going to pretend to be musical enough to say, oh, it's the one in D minor.
I'm sure I had it on the other day, is the reason why I'm asking.
Self-Esteem's not bad. The new album's...
Self-Esteem is a funny one, because, like, there's a wrestler called Daniel Bryan, he's pretty well known. Well, Brian Danielson's his real name, but whatever. He was on about, I always wanted to use that as, like, a walkout song. Because, you know, like, he just liked the opening, and I was like, yeah, but listen to the actual words. It's all about being a bit of a goon and a bit of a creep. And a lassie doesn't fancy, you know, like you're trying, your walkout song, you want to make it seem like, yeah, I'm a badass, I'm a tough guy and all that, not like, nobody likes me, I'm a goon.
Should be hit that. I know you wanna hit that, I know you wanna hit that, everybody getting wet.
That was like 99 as well, wasn't it?
Consequences. I don't know about hit that, I feel hit that was sooner, but then I'm older than I feel.
No, but the thing is as well about that, so like those songs were always playing when we were like teenagers on Kerrang and stuff.
And Scuzz.
Yeah, so...
We'll need to get past this cargo.
So even, we didn't hear them when they were out, but they were still out, if that makes any sense.
They're still playing in Kerrang now.
Well, yes, see, that's what I mean. Kerrang must just refuse to update their library. They must get like one new song a year or something like that.
You can smash something above.
Where's my axe?
Looks like the water powers the train that's keeping
You
the
shut
cargo.
your... Exactly. Shut. You shut your mouth. You shut
We
your
were
damn
talking about
mouth.
the Offspring. Right, how do I get through this?
Just
Hold that thought.
get rid of the water. Throw it up at that. No. Got to hit the wood. Transfusion. There you go.
Stop the water flow in that trough.
Fucking no, I don't need you fucking tell us how to get across, you fucking dick.
Right. But no seals to
Absolutely.
destroy or spells or things. These are different.
There's a break here.
Oh, you can light. I think you can light those. That's. Oh, yeah.
Do I have to like these?
No, don't bother. It's no bother.
Aye, isn't it? But it's those are quite good, like power ups and shit, are they not?
Yeah.
From what I recall.
Yeah. I don't think the game's going to give us. It did say it gave
Yeah,
us
no,
a
no,
permanent
no,
increase.
But
But it did say it gave us a permanent runic increase, so I wonder if it is scaling the enemies, because the enemies are now the same level as us. So, we'll see. Oh, if you look behind you, or to the right of you, you have a spear. hole. See that spear hole?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe you don't see the spear hole. Oh,
Great. I'll head across for a better look.
yeah, just fine. We'll do the spear hole. Maybe you did have the spear at this point. There's a hole there.
Father,
A windy hole.
There's a gate up here heading towards the entrance.
Yeah, but I've
to
got a
the
spear
mine.
hole. I
If
can
you
just
get up here,
use through
I'll
a
need your
spear
help
in that
lifting it.
windy wee hole there.
Oh.
You can just, should just be able to, no, maybe you need to be facing it. You need to be sort of facing it straight on. Either that or the game's not letting you do it just now.
Because you shouldn't have it.
For reasons, you're not meant to have it just yet. Get the,
I mean,
I feel like the icon's not appearing that normally appears. Whatever happened to Liam Lynch?
he went on to direct the Tenacious D movie
That was gonna be.
that no one saw. Apparently, I didn't know that.
Well, that no one saw the Tenacious D movie.
Yeah.
That was close.
Don't agree with
Try
that.
again.
We didn't try again. Who are you talking to? Is he still trying to go over there?
I guess, but I don't know what he's saying we were close to. I think he's talking shite. I think we were meant to throw it at, see that water wheel miles away. Oh, wait, no, you turn that, dingus. Give us the axe. You turn that, dingus.
Oh, come on. You can jump that. Your knees aren't that bad.
Atreus.
See?
Oh, right, so it is, it's canon.
Yeah, he's got bad knees. You're just being a dick, Atreus. Do it again.
Right, I didn't realise I was meant to.
No, it was not very clear.
I hope you
Leave.
make that jump.
Fuck you.
You can make any jump, yeah, fine.
Exactly. Run up there and take your jaw.
I wonder how the dwarves thought of stuff like this.
Aye. Must be a great motivator of continuing.
Wee symbol wasn't there yet.
I do what
No, but you just
Where do I want to stop it? Like here, sort of?
No, you want to... you just want to turn it the other way. That's it. It's fine without the water. Pretty sure you want it to not run the water. Oh, maybe you do. Remove the axe. Right, okay, yeah, just move that out of the way, I think. And then keep going. What's up here?
Sure hope Tyr's here.
Atreus, we seek information.
Oh yeah, we want Tyr though.
Stop acting like I'm trying to start a war.
I'll try to start a
Not
war.
say otherwise.
Buzz, maybe we can lay this to rest a bit, eh?
Yeah.
Shut up, Mimir.
That'd be creepy if Kratos was somehow brothers with Atreus. Because then think about it, his ma would be his
Son.
wife.
Look up. Must be something about this. Must be something. Yes. But.
She would go.
Oh yeah, freeze it now.
Freeze it.
There we go. Skibidi beep beep boo. Why could you not reach it when it was that foot further up? Give it a ba. Give me the fucking axe. Don't you jump down. Thank you. And straight
Oh,
across.
I go that. Right enough. I see what's happening now.
See?
Alright.
No,
You
there we
live on
go.
your side. I will live on mine.
Wait, what? Oh. Oh, good. I know that. Whose knees?
And I thought.
Whose knees are not that tough now, eh? Do it.
Keep moving.
No, I don't buy the whole bad news thing.
Have we found Durlin's mine entrance?
Good.
Jump? Yeah. I just didn't want to jump. Just was like, yeah, whatever. Oh, hello. Again.
Exactly. I love how he just appears out of nowhere.
Nah.
Got something else for you.
Sindri,
What is it?
Since you're currently lacking a light source, sorry.
I thought you
I
gave us...
have
Oh, no,
way
you
of
gave us a
seeing exactly
compass.
what untold horrors lurk in the dark. These will help.
They are.
Okay, back to your exploring now.
Scuzz shoes.
thanks, Sindri. Hey, wait.
What
What
did
do
I
you mean by
actually
untold
do?
horrors?
Okay, this is like, I don't know what this is. I don't need to know what this is. Just strap it around my balls and then...
Goes in the dark,
Light.
then
Oh. Oh, Draugr. Oh.
no, not him.
Oh, good shot. Oh. getting.
Seen any good films?
I saw a lot of bad films, like The Joker.
Joker 2 is brilliant.
The Joker 2.
Now that I've seen it and I can give you my thoughts on it, I thought it was superb. It's one of them films people are going to hate right now. See in 5 to 10 years, it'll be a cult
Your mother said that, but I really don't think it's going to.
masterpiece.
I don't think
And
it's
it'll
going to
be
be that big a turnaround.
see in like 10 years, probably not even, see 5 years time, it'll be all the mad YouTube, pseudo intellectuals making videos about how it was ahead of its time and people just didn't get it. Like, even though that's what I think, they'll be making videos about it, I guarantee it.
But should you make one first, or will you be ahead of your time as well?
The problem is I'll be too far ahead of my time.
Deconstruct it.
And
Ahead of the deconstructionists.
And folk will just say I'm being a contrarian.
I think you're being a contrarian.
I'm not being a contrarian.
Then explain yourself.
Well, because it's so much of it, it's just a metaphor. That's really all you need.
Can we fix this now?
What's this do?
Intriguing.
It's
However, we're ill-equipped to do anything.
no, we're not. I've got all the. It's pish. You get some weird warp gate manipulator thing that lets you just fix all that. Yeah. It's just like a rip in the space-time continuum, and you just sort of go, that's fixed it.
There's gotta be another way.
Yeah, is that the course of another way?
Come on, let's see where this goes.
That's overkill killing a little bat for China. But yeah, I mean, I just thought that everything about it, the pacing and the way it was made and everything, all the technical stuff, I thought was great. I mean, maybe a wee bit, the songs were a bit kind of like, all sort of started the same, but when they got going, at least they kind of did their own thing. And I feel like a lot of people's feedback, like, they can't get over it. I said initially, I was like, why make a sequel? Because
the first one's
the first
got
one
an ambiguous
is
ending.
better, in my opinion, without knowing exactly what did or didn't happen.
Yeah.
And there's still an element of that here. But like, if I don't know, I almost thought like, is that sort of narcissistic in a way? Like me thinking, oh well, my imagination's better than the imaginations of the
but it's a
official
proven
writers.
It's a
if
proven
they said,
fact that like, you can kind of interpret your own ending if it's left ambiguous, whereas it's made a bit clearer that at the end of the movie he did kill those guys. He killed
Harry something or Bobby De Niro.
Bobby De Niro, basically. Yeah. What the fuck's his name? Ronan.
No, Harry or Henry or something. What is Bobby De Niro? Everyone knows who I mean.
It's not. It's Murphy or.
Oh, aye. Yeah, it was Murphy.
No, it wasn't Murphy.
No, is it something Murphy?
Oh, where is it? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Fucking getting to the bottom of this.
But anyway, my point is, he got shot. The riots, did ensue. But one of the things I thought was so clever about it is Joker's the first one. It's annoying being a fan of it because it's become a pure incel film. One of those like edgelord sort of.
It was Murray Franklin. Sorry, I was doing my
Murphy.
Murray.
Murray.
No, Murray.
Yeah,
it was Murray.
that's why
Murray. Sorry. Yes. Yes. Continue.
That's still a wee bit loud. Can you turn it down just a bit?
Yeah, of course.
It's annoying because it gets super loud when you're fighting. Yeah, but so I don't know if this is me just injecting meaning on it, but like I felt like there was a really nice sort of like commentary going on about the people's reactions to the first film.
Mm-hmm.
Was kind of mirrored in the second film because like you've got like a bunch of the sort of try hard kind of like edgelords who are like, oh, I relate to him, and then you've got them in the film. Like when the spoilers, when like the bomb goes off and then the guys come to save him.
Yeah.
Or even when he's just going to court and there's like a bunch of people dressed up like him and stuff like that. Like, oh, he's right and let's overthrow society and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just felt like there was a kind of meta level of that. Like it's.
And I like that.
His actions in the film almost represent like the film's kind of like impact on people in real life. And like Harley Quinn, for example, I loved the fact that she was like just not pretty much just at it. Signed herself into the hospital and all that type of stuff. She was just like a sort of a spoilt rich girl, really, who wanted to. She wanted the idea of it, but then the actual person herself, the actual person himself, she didn't really care. She was like, oh no, I was just kind of in it for the.
And
not quite for the fame, but for the.
My only issue is I thought there needed to be a bit more dysfunction between them for it to merit her sort of. I suppose maybe. I think she was worse to him than he was to her, and part of the Joker's and Harley's relationship really hasn't been maybe reciprocal, like abusive. It was always more like Joker was abusive and Harley was
because
sort
it's like a power dynamic.
Yes, aye. And I like the idea of them being mutually abusive because it's different and it's a bit more real. The fact that he's definitely not blameless. In like the Batman animated series, he abuses Harley, like throws her out windows and shit, but she still keeps coming back to him. And more, to be fair, they've written her as a character who does it without him.
Yeah, which is good, but like she's been on that. She's been on that journey now, which is why I'm alright with it.
Yes.
Whereas she's just not interesting in the Amazon one. What is it? Cape Crusader, I believe it's called. The new one.
Yeah.
She's just not interesting because it's like, oh, but what if she were like this evil sort of psychiatrist? I'm like, eh. Also, she's a lesbian, and everything else.
Certainly had an eye for detail.
So that one here with this.
And there was never a baby. Although I said somebody was like, I actually like the idea that there might be a baby, and again, it's another Joker essentially out there.
Well, there you go. I mean, that's what I mean. Like, this one still has levels if you can take it.
Yeah, no,
again,
that's not what I had issue with. So what I had issue with, like I said, was I found the songs really, really samey. I found it really difficult to, I suppose, suspension of disbelief, or I suppose I just found it repetitive, and I found it really long.
How long is it? It's 2:20.
It's about 2:20.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a short film, but it didn't feel long to me. What am I doing?
Like, again, don't get me wrong, the original Joker's not my favourite. You're trying to redirect the water flow, basically.
Again,
so, on the far right, I think there's, like, water coming down.
Okay.
And then, where does it break off?
You need to shoot that, you useless wee farts.
There you go. Right.
Honestly, I need to do everything for you. Hold that! Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, and then now you need to divert the water. See if you see there. Sort of, it needs to go over that. So if you divert it kind of middle of that one.
There we go.
Should divert it. There you go. Oh, fuck off, a Trace. We've literally just like done it, and you're sitting going, there's probably a way to fix. Not fucking dick.
That's not even helpful. There's probably a way to get through here. You're quite right.
Yes.
What is the way to get through here?
Thanks, lad. You want to climb over? We'll just throw you over.
It's like asking a teacher, like at school, how do I fix this maths problem? I'm not sure, but there's definitely a way to fix it. Alright, what is it? Should I be using long division and I'm sat here like with a Rubik's Cube? Not a Rubik's Cube, what are you talking about? An abacus? I don't know. I just play with crayons.
I didn't like the fact the wee guy died. That really annoyed me. The guards who killed the other cellmate, and then they never really got their comeuppance. I don't know. That really annoyed me.
Guards who killed it. Oh, in the jail.
Yeah. Beat the boy to death, and it wasn't like no. Society. There should be a justification for it. People do get their comeuppance, and society is cruel. I don't know. Maybe that was just me.
But they're in a position of power.
Aye.
So they would get away with it more than likely. Sadly.
And
it only occurred to me later. I was like, oh, I wish they had used, Gaggy. Remember the little, what's the correct term these days? Diminutively statured gentleman.
Oh.
And he's in Three Jokers.
I liked him.
His name's like something Puddles.
Yeah.
Because he says, like, that's not your real name.
Yeah,
it just
again, some of the writing there, I was like that. He's labouring on this Puddles point, and I was like, get to the. This is again where there's a lot of fat in the movie, where I'm like, see if you cut through this, it would have been such a better movie. I get so much padding, and I know you're like it's building up to it, and I'm like, oh god, like the Puddles thing that done my box. I was like, fuck off, because actually the point really I liked at the end of the scene where it's kind of like. He's like, no, you're like my friend, and you just became one of them. You're just as bad as the people. I like the idea that he got under his skin a wee bit, and he's like that. You're just as bad. You're not, you've not developed some, pure. What's the word I'm looking for? Like strength or whatever you want to call it. By killing those people, you're just as bad.
That sounded like it wasn't quite right there.
I think it's the one on the left. Right, so you want to get the water wheel on the left. I think. Or you want to shoot the water wheel, whatever's blocking the water wheel, up top.
Well, that's what I'm looking for, but I don't see nothing.
There's a wee spot.
Oh, I was too far along. It occurred to me later. I was like, oh, that's Gaggy. Like that's their like sort of homage to Gaggy. I was like, oh yeah.
Cool. And I like the idea that the mad rando who stabs him to death. I'm cool with that. But again, it's the who do you think came to see him?
When? Oh yeah, because he's got a visitor, doesn't he? I assumed it was. No, can we go up this?
No, you need to get the water wheel to move it. I think it shuts behind you though, so it's a bit of a bitch. Yeah, so you need to get the other water wheel running.
Oh, right, I'm being a moron. I don't know, I mean, it could have been... I assumed it was like his lawyer, but...
Oh, you're right.
Who was the woman from... What'd you call it? The 40-year-old virgin?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was just distracting, and I know that's daft, but...
you can twist that.
Nice. That'll keep the water flowing over the side.
So you want to get back to the other side, I think. Because now that that's down, you can get the water flowing. Because I don't think you can throw the axe from one side. You need to get like down to get the water flowing.
Up this way.
Maybe.
You might be able to get closer to the elevator wheel.
Wherever you're going. A trace. You be arsehole. What are you going off to? Right, no, he's there. Again, I think you just throw the axe. Again, see where the right side. Just get it on that lower level. Nearly. Slightly over to the right. And then it should land in the lower. A bit more too much to the right. That's it.
I hear to the left in this game when you get in. You don't see
but we need to. Yeah, but we need to kind of. We need to bring it down now. Game, you're just being a fucking dick.
I mean, I just assumed it was his lawyer or something. Maybe it was Harley, but I doubt it.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, Harley's done
doesn't really make a lot of sense.
But you know what I mean. I didn't.
Maybe it was a reporter. Maybe it was the guy that picked him up in the car. Maybe it was, I don't know.
Maybe it was Harvey Dent, aka Two-Face.
Yeah, could have been.
Aye, so now you're around this side. Yep, sorted it. So, circle.
That was 3 centimetres too far away.
Now what you're trying to do is something slightly
different. So now I want to freeze it.
Block the water flow.
Yeah, and then unfreeze it when we're over there. Like you just don't care. Might as well, it's right here.
Did you get annoyed with the same problem as me about the whole state of New York? During the trial? That really irritated me.
A little bit, only, right, so...
And you said to me it's New Jersey anyway, but even without that point...
of course, it'll need to be, weird now?
Possibly, you just threw up. Did that block it? Yes. Yeah. No.
Jack, you're
No, you figured out, right. That's fine.
Yeah, so
Come on, let's take that lift up. To your camp before.
It's meant to be. See, at first I thought you were referring to. It says like Arkham State Hospital. I was like, Arkham's not a state, but I think that just means like it's Arkham Hospital, but it's a state-owned. You know, you've got like a Royal Hospital and all
It's
that.
the state of New York.
Yeah, which it didn't. It's not that big a deal, but
It says it about
For a
4 or
while-
5 times, and it just really annoyed me.
for a while, at least, I don't know if it's still the official like canon or whatever, but for a while, Gotham was in New Jersey, whereas they might have gone back to it just being like ambiguously East Coast. Because in a lot of ways, it's kind of. I mean, there still is New York in the DC universe, but in some ways, it's. I mean, it's like 3 islands. It's it's in some ways a sort of stand-in for New York, Gotham City. It wasn't the end of the world, but it's like they didn't need. They just didn't. I just really didn't need to say it.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
could have just said like, oh, the city of Gotham, blah blah blah, whatever.
That's what I'm saying again. Back to if you edited a few things out, and apparently this is where a lot of the criticism is coming from rumours, mills and
Right.
stuff. Apparently James Gunn wrote a load of notes about the movie before it came out, and the director boys just ignored them.
What's James Gunn got to do with it though?
Well, he's head of DC now. He's main man in charge.
I'm aware of that, but
He's
are they
done-
not going forward with like a James Gunn universe?
Exactly, aye, but it's still
Which
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
not. Well,
No,
I would
but-
be very very surprised if this is part of.
No, but I mean, it's like
So tonally, it's not really.
he's still got a
relevant.
degree of input, and he is,
See, I have no feelings on that because what were his notes like? Oh, it needs to be funnier. Well, no.
no, like, I don't imagine he said that, but for me, I've got real issues with some of the commentary that came out about how he goes back like the fucking cuck that he is. Excuse me. Goes back to his jail cell like the good like fucking bitch he is, and then gets stabbed, and the audience starts to boo. It's like these sort of almost like written essays on Facebook criticising the movie. And I did not walk out of that movie going, no, 1 out of 10, booing it, sort of thing, right?
That type of stuff is from. This is kind of what I mean by the fan base. It'll be people that are like
the incel community,
such-
it's like Joker
such a big fan
is
of
has to be a boss and
Yeah, there'll
wins every battle. And
There'll be either too big a fan of the first one that nothing was going to live up to what they wanted,
Yeah.
or B, their expectations. As soon as they started singing, they're like, "What is this?" I'm checked out. I think I would even debate whether or not it really is a musical. It's definitely has music.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call you a dumbass for saying it's musical. I would maybe debate the point, but anyway. A lot of people, as soon as they started singing, were like, "This is not what I was here for," and you're like, "It's." I said a million times, it's such a hard film to make a sequel with that. To be honest, doing something wacky like that is one of the few reasons why I would say, okay, let's give it a bash. It was just going to be the same thing, but again, he goes on a different talk show and shoots a different guy, and it ends ambiguously in a different way. Kind of what would be the point?
I suppose the
Like,
big
why-
problem with a lot of that is propose the alternative to doing it as a musical and tying it into musical therapy and
Exactly, there's like
toxic relationships and all that kind of good stuff, but I dare say I don't have a counter to that. I didn't enjoy it as a movie. I thought it was long, bloated. There was a lot of things I would say from a
Another empty vault.
yeah.
Well, one of my issues is people go like that. Oh, it's incoherent. It's hard to follow. I'm like, it's not hard to follow.
It's not hard to follow.
And I don't like being like this, but if you find it hard to follow, you're probably kind of a moron. Because
Yeah. It's not that it's hard
what's
to follow.
what's going on over a minute? They were talking and then they're on stage and they're singing like it's a metaphor. They're not actually on that
I
rooftop
thought
dancing. You know what I mean?
I thought
Like,
he killed that judge. You hit him with a hammer. Was he alive again? It's
yeah.
like, no, that didn't happen.
Didn't he smoke Harvey Dent with a shit? Like, yes, it's a fucking metaphor. Like my word or his imagination. Well, but that takes you at the film because it's not real. None of the film's real. It's a film. Like,
No, but unlike the first one, for me, where there's a bit of did that happen?
Mm-hmm.
And that didn't happen. It was in his head, and then you start to question, well, what was reality versus the?
Yeah, this one I think it's a lot. Well, for the most part, I think it's a lot more.
It kind of just goes in and it goes, aye, look.
However,
he kills that guy, and you're like, well,
yeah.
But then it's next scene, everybody's alive again. It is a bit of a, well, that obviously didn't happen. So it's a bit of a. I don't think it's as clever as it thinks it is with the musical and, you know, adorable dancing and killing people.
Well, here's one for you. Did Harley actually come to his cell, or was that just a metaphor?
Shagging her.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, because that seems really unbelievable, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, because there's a couple of ways.
The time he shagged her.
Aye, because there's a couple of ways that you could take it. She says like,
blocking your chain.
Someone let me in, right,
and let you shag him.
Well, yeah. How did she get in?
Use a mad thing.
Aye, so like, how did she get in? Someone let me in, right? Well, maybe he just really doesn't care about his job.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, no, but seriously, that's one option.
Yeah.
Maybe
she paid him.
Maybe she paid him. They established it's just from a rich family. Maybe she shagged him in it as well. Maybe she actually wasn't even there, and it was just Joker, having a big wank, and the whole scene was just a metaphor. There's a lot of kind of like ways to look at it, and then but then you got that. But then later on, when she lies about being preggo, they must have pumped at some point. Maybe. But also,
if
maybe not. The guy's like such a weirdo that maybe she just lied and said, "Oh, remember that time we did this, right?"
No,
or just pure gaslight him, or maybe, maybe she could. She would even just like honestly, like I don't. Maybe I'm kind of.
She knows he's deluded,
but she could even just said like, "Oh, but remember that time we kissed? Oh, I got pregnant from that." And he's so like naive, like maybe he believed it.
Yeah, because I mean they try and make out in the courtroom like he's a mad virgin.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's multiple ways to kind of take that like those scenes, and I don't think it's laziness. I feel like it's legitimately you've got the whole unreliable narrator trope, but you've also got someone else feeding into that.
There you go. Whatever.
I don't think I did that the way you meant to, but
In
whatever. In this video I've got saved on my Switch. It's actually hilarious because I'm playing Tears of the Kingdom, and it's like this puzzle, and I've not solved it correctly at all. But like it just sort of jams in, and then it goes flying away off. So I've got it saved. I was going to upload it and be like, like this game sucks or whatever, all that type of stuff.
Broken ass piece of shit. I think you've nailed it. Just move on.
Go back.
Yeah. Jump over. I think you want to try and toss your axe onto the other water wheel. Nope. Right, so that's blocking it, and it's kind of doing its job, but maybe you have to explode them. Like, see if you get that other water wheel moving first, what does that do? Yeah, a little bit closer. Right, so that lets you across. But you probably do that next, because then you jump onto that thing there. So blow up whatever that piece of shit is in the way.
I don't know if you can hit it.
Right, so you want to freeze it close to the water wheel. Let's see. Yeah.
I need that up.
Yeah, no, I know, but you can leave the ore in the water wheel and take the axe out. Yeah, no, that's it. So just leave them. There you go. And now take your axe out. There you go. And that will keep that water wheel running. Yeah. Which doesn't really make much sense because that ore is used for something different.
Not anymore, it's not.
Not any schmore, it's schmort. Skittish.
Decent.
Aye, now you explode the ore. Fucking hell.
No.
God of War, man. I'll get back to fighting fucking ogres. Ogres.
Gonna hit it?
Yeah, just use like L2 and actually target it. There you go.
Alright.
Hey, we did it. I'll meet you at the door.
God, somebody's played this game before. Now can I summon the axe?
If you want.
This should be it.
I like to leave it behind in places.
Yeah, I did that all the time before, but
Damn it.
I'm paranoid.
Damn it.
Just one-
hear that, boss? think we're all over.
Oh
Ears
no.
open.
If you're wanting a shot at any point, like just say, do
Ears open.
you want to? It sounds like some tough guy's gonna show up. Do you want to smash him?
There's a path that's leading
It's up to you. Aye, I can do it next week.
Yeah, you
20
want to
minutes
smash
back.
this gentleman?
I'm gonna quickly change outfit.
I quite like Spider-Punk as well, although
Atreus, do my words irritate you?
It's fine. I get it.
Brother,
Well,
wait. Is that light up ahead there?
if you ever read Spider-Punk, it's
Hey,
shit.
This might be
Unfortunately,
it.
is it?
it's so bad. It's
Just
so
like-
it's so
They
cringy.
must be trying to keep something in.
It's so like try hard. It's like it's for 12-year-olds. You know, it's not for.
I see what
It's not for big people.
Aye, and that's such a mistake because if you write it for, you know, grown-ups, teenagers will think it's cool anyway because they think it's more grown up. But like no, it's like it's really really embarrassing. Like a lot of the pattern in it.
What you doing here? I'm clearly about to free the God of War, and you've all come down here looking for a piece.
Aye, I'm quite excited. I want to see Tia show up. Although,
Whoopsie, whoopsie, poopsie.
I get the feeling Tia's not going to be here, but maybe I'm wrong.
It'll be a short game. Oh, you pipe Bifrost bitches.
I see. This is how you're meant to be smashing folk. Spells coming out left and right. What about Rings of Power? Did you ever watch Rings of Power?
Nah.
Oh,
I heard
it's
nothing but
bad.
bad
It's
things.
so bad. The first one or two are so bad that, well, nah, actually, not really. There's moments throughout it that it's like so bad it's funny, but for the most part it's just distracting. It's boring, and then you go, wait, what? And yeah, it's crap.
It's bad.
I've not bothered watching the second series because people have just said it's still just bad, but not even like
Has to be it.
enjoyably comment-worthy bad. It's just a bit boring.
Sorry, I forgot he did that. It's just not, it doesn't seem a very like practical way to pull the door down. It seemed like a child, like you know, like
Maybe if he put the blades in higher and he's getting leverage
exactly
or something.
rather than run away from the door
Yeah.
and almost think that the momentum of you is going to kind of pull it. That's that. It's dumb.
Is that him?
Here.
He reminds me of Amanda's dad.
Is this Odin?
Oh.
What game do you play with me now?
We're not with Odin. We're the good guys.
Yeah, obviously the man with the severed head and dragon armor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am a good guy. Ooh, lifting by his ponytail. Oh no, I need that to live. I mean, it's a magical sword, so I guess whatever. Couldn't have cut it off, you know, at the throat or
What was-
anything.
Is that part of the backstory? Is he
First,
held there by that?
God of War.
Not the real God of War.
Those blades.
Not as far as I'm concerned.
I know you.
No, you don't.
God killer.
Oh, you do know me.
Have you come for me now?
Yeah, obviously.
Only to free you.
Stay away. Brother, let me try.
Yeah, let this severed head try and talk round.
Look, you know me.
I knew when you had a body.
You killed Mimir.
No.
No.
Yeah, we brought him right back.
Yeah. Stay away from me, you monsters.
Stop. We need
He's a
him.
big lad.
Why?
Oh no.
Oh, he's stronger than he looks.
Aye. What? Oh, give me that. What's going on here? Why didn't I just axe him from the start? Just made life difficult for myself there.
Well, yeah, because they need to get you to this new location. That's fine. Like I said, games are funny sometimes. Oh, I forgot about that move. You need to show me how to do that. when you throw it and it just spins and then you start like punching them. I like the little mace things that light up, that's pretty cool.
I'm trying to move, but I'm kind of stuck in a position here.
Ah, come on, move there.
Get me, it's kind of stuck me in the corner. Honestly, I couldn't roll or move or anything. It was very irritating. Dex, what are you even doing touching me? The frickin' dragon scale king. Killed a dragon with my bare hands. What do you mean on my right? Oh, where'd you come from? Oh,
He was on the right.
still got covered. Come here. Oh,
What does that do?
Oh, that was close. Covers you in Bifrost. Covers you in splooge, basically, and if you don't clear the splooge off, they can do extra damage, but as you see, you heal the purple sploogeness.
Oh, okay, it's like, it's grey health or whatever.
What's that? Is that from...
Grey health. Fighting games in general, sometimes, like if you're blocking or some...
That.
If you don't get hit again, it'll restore, but if you get hit again, it takes the whole...
Oh, took his arms off.
You know, it's like health that'll re-heal, basically. You've not
We're
fully lost
friends.
yet.
I'm not Tyr's friend. I hate Tyr. Fucking Tyr. So now that you know who Tyr is, right? Okay, I can explain why I hate Tyr, right? So you fight Tyr about 400 million times in Valhalla. Oh, you dick. Right. Okay, you're getting it. Fuck you. He's the end boss. But because it's a live, die, repeat scenario in Valhalla, you just fight him like hundreds of times, and he gets progressively stronger, and it's the same every time you fight him.
Right.
And he basically, right before you deliver the finishing blow, he'll sort of grab your hand and go like that. I yield Kratos, and honestly, because it's such a fucking bitch to fight, it's like, I'm like, no, you don't yield. Like, I would have killed you.
Is this part of the story, or is this like a mechanic for...
It's a mechanic to make Valhalla.
Yeah.
So it's not story critical, but...
To get like completion or whatever, you need to fight him all the time.
You fight him about, honestly, it must be near to 100 times. Fine, it doesn't work yet. Whatever. Whatever. But yeah, I fucking hate Tyr. He's just such a pain in the arse, man.
What does he fight with?
It varies.
Oh, I'll find out, I suppose.
It varies. We'll do Valhalla, yeah, because it's still fun, but oh god, it's just it sucks so much, especially because you've played through all this, got all the expert gear, you know what I mean, and then when you fight in Valhalla the first time, you get wrecked because again they depower you, and gradually you power up, and you know what I mean. I'd say you get to a fair level by the time you fight him, but you still need to clear like 3 or 4 levels.
My son brought us to this place. For you. Look at him.
Get size him, he's just fucking gigantic.
It's like, yeah, I don't know if he's hunching or whatever, but like his head just looks huge.
Oh, he's a big unit.
You helped the giant.
He's not quite
Like
a giant,
the
but
proportions are kind of pretty much normal, but like
aye.
if you look like the size of his nose and his head, yeah, he's huge.
Aye. You'll see when he stands up to his full height, which I think is this bit here. See, he's a big God of War.
Yeah.
He's not Big D. But he is mad.
Here.
He's mad as a fucking like
Your statue
bag of
over
cats.
You had a spear. You thought you needed a walking stick?
No. The kind thought is no. Thank you, no.
And I'm sure this tier has like at this point has like sworn off violence. Which again, I hate the idea of a God of War who's kind of like, oh no, I've given up the life of violence. It's like, no, that's don't work out. Exactly.
How do Viking gods work though? Are they born? I don't like born as gods, like Greek gods, aren't they?
No,
Aren't they?
no.
They were so like, because I mean Thor is Odin's son.
Yeah, Thor's Odin's son, but again, it's for them. They eat a special apple, is what gives them immortality.
Right.
Again, depending on what lore you're living by.
Okay.
And they steal the apple from another species, because originally it was another species who was in charge of like the yeah,
Yeah.
the Viking mythology.
Because like in the earlier God of War games, with the exception of Kratos, they were born gods.
Yes, exactly. Aye.
He was kind of the exception because he
Well-
swung about Ares and was like, right,
Well, he's a demigod though, similar to Hercules,
yeah,
because Zeus is still his dad.
mm.
But yeah, demigods like are not naturally immortal, and even you prove the fact that even gods are not technically immortal either.
Yeah, but isn't that part of it? Is you'd need to be a god to kill a god or something?
It certainly helps.
Because isn't that why you need Pandora's box? In the
Yeah.
first one, so you can swing about your boy Ares.
Yes. And it's a weird game, isn't it? When you
Yeah.
think back to becoming a giant.
It's funny, but just remember the bit when, isn't it when you first find Pandora's box and, isn't it on the back of Kronos or something like that? And Ares is like hundreds of miles away and he turns round and launches like, is it a spear or like
I
a
think
big
he does,
stake
yeah.
or something like that, and it goes hundreds of miles, catches you, kills you. And like, it's funny in a way, but it's also kind of like, well, if he's really like a god, I guess that's kind of like what they can do. That's how strong they are.
And I mean, that's where I feel like the Viking gods ain't got shit on the Greek gods.
Mm.
So I'm hoping we get a power scale back to regular levels with like, if we go to Egypt.
Aye, the powers do seem more interesting, I would say.
I love the.
Yeah, of course.
You gotta love the.
Sorry I'm yawning so much.
The magical returning weaponry.
Aye,
That's
like,
the best
yeah.
thing about Vikings. And giving you them again, great touch. Spear, not the biggest fan of. I like the fact that you can lay it places
Weapon wise, what do
and
you
explode it.
what do you think of weapon wise when you think Egypt though?
Indefinite imprisonment.
I mean, see, like Vikings, a sword anybody will use, but like I would think an axe, that kind of.
I would go for like a kind of Persian. The problem is his weapons kind of Persian style with
Aye.
swords.
Yeah, see, I would think maybe just sort of something similar. Maybe just the. Did you ever see? Not Sparta. The Mummy.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean maybe like what they've got, but then did they have anything interesting? Not really.
I'm
just
thinking
have-
again, they're like swords, but I can't think of the name of them. They're not scimitars.
Oh man, maybe scimitars is what I'm thinking of. Isn't that what your boy Prince of Persia, which Persia is not even remotely Egypt, but so I don't know why I thought of that.
Threatened to track down a giant in the dark.
Aye,
But I don't know, it's like the Sands of Time, it just sort of, it's a similar vibe I guess, is what I'm going for.
If they chop off my head,
is it too predictable for Kratos to just go and kill all the Egyptian gods though? I feel it
Depends
is.
why though. Depends what they've done to them.
Just because they're just badgins. How far do you take it? That's
Which gods would it even be? Because were they not that way where like they got...
Cyrus, God of Death.
Aye,
and
but didn't they get bored and just change them all halfway through?
the Egyptians.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Oh,
Sure they believed in whatever, and 'cause isn't that part of why Tutankhamun was popular? Because his dad was like, nah, we've got these new gods, and he was like, oh, dad, no, I'm on. Just let them have the old ones. Also, Tutankhamun was like 11.
what?
And
Oh,
incredibly
yeah,
into it.
little clever.
But whatever, yeah, it'll be like Osiris,
Hold
and
up.
it'll be all that. If you do go to Egypt though, I hope there's cats running about everywhere.
Oh, that would be good.
Because they worship
Fuckers,
cats.
man.
Maybe you can even keep one.
What? I hope a Mimir doesn't come with you.
Oh, that'd be amazing. I'd
Like
like
a
that
mare?
better. Yeah, I'd like that way better.
You must leave before more creatures attack. You should have taken the spear.
What?
Defended yourself.
I have abjured.
Ugh.
You're the God of War.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess I had a phase like that.
You
Really wouldn't fight?
not even if I wished to.
I guess all gods of war have to go through that awkward emo phase.
Yeah. It's just an emo phase where they just kind of go, ah, yeah, I shall fight no more.
The truth.
What
What
truth?
is it you want from me?
Yeah, I want you to become the God of War. Here, take this.
You speak of Ragnarok.
But I don't think did we mention Ragnarok? I
Is
wasn't
it a
paying
god
attention.
of war?
Well,
To find?
Atreus was away with him
Aye.
Is that the tear you need?
behind the bushes for a while, so God knows
Yeah.
what Tyr did to him,
Atreus.
said to him.
I need the God of War.
Forgive me. I am grateful for my freedom.
Are you?
But I'm not going to do anything.
Follow you to war,
Yeah. I want you to lead the war.
or worse yet, lead you to it,
No, that's exactly what I said. I want you to do that shit.
and kill me now.
Kill you now.
My fight is gone.
Imagine I just did that. Imagine I
Yeah.
just went over there and chopped your head off.
No one's killing you, brother.
I don't know. I feel
Dump
like
him,
Colin's
dump him
bluff.
in the water and then
Yeah,
the credits
exactly.
roll.
Feel like he's calling our bluff a wee bit here. But I do seek war. I'm the God of War. The name's in the game. I don't want answers. I want God of Warring.
Know how to help you.
I did.
It doesn't matter.
It
It does.
The giants
That's-
trusted you. That's the tear we need. We need you.
to convince the giants to go to war. Good plan.
Alright.
I think that's how we progress. I couldn't remember where we went from here. Tears just kind of a bitch right
All
now.
I ask is for a good night's rest.
For sure,
Good
you've
night's
had-
rest. You've been
you've
sat
had
on your
that.
ass for
Exactly, yeah.
what? Hundreds of years? I don't know.
Food,
Did they
maybe.
establish that?
Yeah.
You kill whoever's bringing me to
Oh no, he's had food.
Means it that bit in there between us when it's like, oh man, not good at this thing. We're bit knackered. Just had 10 weeks off.
Finish the story?
The sons of Thor attacked us. We killed them. Valhalla tried to kill Freya. I killed him.
But you skipped over how he fought and saved the Valkyries. And that the giants are all gone. And now they call me Loki. And finding the shrines.
Giants are gone.
And we brought
No, they're just in hiding.
They were all.
Well, actually, no, I think they are all dead. I think Thor killed most of them.
We do not know.
I think we're getting out of here a moment too soon.
No.
Whoa. What are those?
Reinforcements from Asgard.
What
The
are
Aeneid will
those?
investigate my disappearance thoroughly.
I'm pretty sure those guys aren't qualified to investigate anything.
What are those things?
Are they using
The same guys who attacked me earlier.
Oh, right there.
When I'm at purple, exactly. The fucking
Get
brainless
swung about.
bastards.
Get
They're
swung
coming down
about.
to the Blair too. Will the dwarf be okay?
Fuck the dwarfs. Yeah, exactly. Fuck the dwarfs. Whoa. Came from Asgard, didn't you?
Swung about.
Too bad. You might have
Oh.
your fancy face
Oh
paint.
my.
Oh, what a little bitch. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, I just saw that.
One
Him
of them.
crouching in the corner. What a goon. Is that it?
That was
Just
it.
that one guy?
I think so. That can't be right. I think maybe I have to hold them off. If it is that one guy, then that was stupid.
That was like, why even put that fight there? I assumed there was more coming.
Die?
Names were sealed.
Maybe they were just too scared of my badassness.
I'd forgotten. Beauty.
Oh well.
Gotta try and lose the axe.
Did you ever hear the giants talk about Loki? I'm sorry.
Let's see if it makes it come back. Or if it will just be on you when the game reloads or whatever.
It makes it come back, but it's a pain in the arse because you just wait. You just have to stand at the gate like that. See?
Ah.
This is dumb.
See, I thought like that loading screen just for a second there, I thought it would just appear back on you.
I wonder.
Okay. He's just tired.
Oh yeah, Sindri's house.
Food and room to rest in.
Ah, of course you did. Well, let's see what we can do.
Please, come inside. We'll be right in.
Why does the dwarf got such big doors? Makes you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah. Why does it need
It's
a big
almost
house?
if he knew Tyr was coming round.
Why are we waiting outside? I actually thought you were going to speak to me about something, but I guess it's to load the next cutscene.